Friday, finally, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, for reading today, you have two things you're going to work on. One is a vocab lesson 3, and I mentioned to you kind of why we're doing some of these vocabs on flowcabs. Vocabs on flowcab. And it's to kind of enhance your vocabulary knowledge. Okay, you're going to come across words as you continue to read and when you take the iLearn that you may not be familiar with. So as I go through some of these lessons, I'm seeing words that they tend to use. Okay, good words that you should be using and that you should know the definitions to. So that's why we're doing these flowcabs on vocabulary words. Okay, so you watch the video, and this one I think I only gave you the 3 assignments: the video, the vocab game, and then the 10-question quiz.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Okay, so I took some of the other stuff out of this one for you to work on the words that go with this particular lesson. So you have that vocab, and I have been taking the grades on these. So I'll pull this quiz grade here and put it in Harmony for reading. Most of you have been doing fairly well on them. All you have to do is go back to this video or even the vocab game and look and see what those words mean. Okay, to help you answer those questions. So using context clues, I'm not answering questions right now. Using context clues, okay, where necessary, that's what that song and that video is doing. It's giving you context clues to help you figure out the meaning. Okay, so this is a good way to practice that. You'll see a lot of that again on iLearn and just in general as you progress, okay, through school. Well, we'll get that in a few minutes. The other thing that I have for you today, let's see if I can, it's very tiny. Mirror built in, there we go. There we go. Is a ReadWorks assignment. We haven't done ReadWorks in a while, so if you forgot how to log in, there is a class code. Okay, it's capital F, capital S, capital L, capital E, capital H, can't see it, capital S, F, S, L, E, H, S, and then you're going to use either your lunch code or 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should pull up then everybody's name. You're going to click on yours and use whatever password that you have used to set up your ReadWorks account. Okay, don't start a new one, so you're going to log in or sign in. You're not signing up. Logging in or signing in. Okay? So you're going to work on that. This kind of reviews some of the things we've gone over this week. Text evidence. Okay, we talked about main idea and details. So this I will put in Harmony as a quiz grade. So you are taking your time, reading it carefully, going back to the story, and answering those questions that you are having a hard time on. Okay? There are also, I believe, 3 questions requiring you to, question set, type your answers. So should I see one sentence?
No.
No. I should see several sentences, at least 3 if not more. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're answering these questions. Because they ask, support your answer with evidence. Support your answer with evidence. So you should be giving me information from the text. The text states this. The author says this. Okay? So those are some things to keep in mind when you're answering those questions. I'm going to go over the social studies directions too, but first, questions on your reading assignments. 2 things, a flowcab and a ReadWorks. Brendan.
Yesterday for cat and mouse,
Yes.
a different one, it did not let me watch the video while I was taking the quiz.
It won't. Yeah, the quiz it won't. I think the read and respond it would let you, but the quiz it will not. You have to kind of trick it in a way, like go out of it, look at it, but the only bad thing is it makes you start the quiz over again, I think.
No, it doesn't do that. You just have to click forward.
Yeah, it should let, you can let it make, or allow it to let you go back to the video to look them up. It just takes a little more, okay? So keep that in mind. Well, it's the same, you would have to take pictures of, which you could open the lyrics. You know how to open the lyrics on vocabulary underneath the video, so you could open the lyrics up, take a screenshot of it, and then split screen using your photos and flowcab. You could do it that way. Yeah, okay? Josh.
So for cat and mouse yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
we had vocab cards, but why don't we have this?
I just took them off this time because I'm giving you I want to make sure you spend time answering carefully these ReadWorks questions and not trying to hurry up and get it done so you can hurry up and get the flowcab done. I want you to take time on the ReadWorks because I'm using it as a quiz grade. That's why I cut back on the flowcab stuff. Okay? It doesn't matter. You do either one first, okay? Whichever one you prefer first, but I want to make sure you didn't feel overwhelmed with extra FloCab stuff, okay? Tried to balance it out so that way you take time on this.
I'm fine with the
Okay.
vocab cards because they actually.
Other questions on reading? All right. Social studies. Hang on. You know what, I got like a flip in my throat.
No, I think it's Corona time.
I better go home then. Social studies today. We're gonna watch 2 episodes here in a little bit. On 2 on Liberty's Kids. So those of us in here are gonna watch it together. Those of you at home have the links here on Schoology. We're gonna watch 14 and 15, and then you're gonna answer the questions to the Liberty Kids 14 worksheet. Okay, so that's today's social studies. Don't forget, if you didn't do 9-3 yesterday, that needs to get done and submitted. Some of us did it yesterday. Some of you may not have seen that I added that to social studies. So 9-3 worksheet also needs to get done. Okay, so that's your reading and social studies for today. Have a good Friday.